Good morning. Good morning, folks. A couple things to talk about today. Testing. Come on, YouTube. I'm trying to find my own stream on YouTube here. Come on, channel. Here we go. 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. All right. We're going to do the pause the music, say something quippy like the radio stations do it. Space. The beginning of this song is so good. I was gonna do a Twitter space. I scheduled it and everything. Actually scheduled it for the wrong day, I guess. It was said it was scheduled for Saturday. I was gonna do it, 45 minutes ago. But man, I just couldn't do it. But listen to the beginning of this song. The whole song's good, but this song is so good. Two, 1, 0. Man, this song is so good. We'll turn it down a little bit here. Did you guys know something actually always bothered me? When people do countdowns or they count, like when you're in middle school and you're gonna race your buddy or something, and or someone's timing you and they go, okay, 1, 2. They start with 1. When you're supposed to start, a clock starts with 0. It goes 0, and then it goes 0.01, 0.02, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. Then it's 1 second. So when you do a countdown, when you're at a party or you're doing something with your drinking buddies and you got 4 seconds to down a brew, you don't go 1, 2, 3. You go 0, 1, 2. That's why when in space they know that and they say 0. Did y'all know that? You gotta say 0 to start a count or end a count. What can I say? What can we say? How's the music sound? Is it faint? Is it faint right now? Man, yesterday or this morning. Yesterday means before I went to sleep, so I'm pretty sure it was today. So when I say yesterday, I mean before I went to sleep. When I go to sleep, when I wake up, it's a new day for me. But before I went to sleep, I was watching Billy Casper's stream. I saw, we went up to 70,000, and man, I tell you, the Roaring Kitty Kid, when I watched that stream and he was talking about feeling. And most of us here have been doing this long enough to where we should be able to tap into our feeling. I had a feeling. I was like, man, this would be I feel like I should short this. I had the feeling, didn't do it. And man, look at us now. Look at it now, And we got a new pattern for the pattern book, I guess, and really it's just been, it's not even, actually it's an old pattern. Let's see here. Well, it's not even, I tell you, it's just, when there's this hump up, it goes down. If the price, you see Bitcoin go up, it's going down. I think, God, who was it I was listening to? Was it Alexo Crypto yesterday? And again, by yesterday, I mean this morning. But yesterday, Alexo Crypto, I think, said something good. I could be misquoting him. It could be Billy. But, the retail is in what we're dealing with is institutional opportunity, institutional blendering. Anyone who's trying to make a quick buck is doing the meme token thing. I mean, just look, when you see, like, this is like shitcoin with this is ghost coin looking price action. This right here, we've seen this a million times, guys. We've seen this a million times. Seen it a million times. On all different time frames. Recently and long ago. Super bearish in my opinion. How's that monthly looking? The monthly starting to maybe finally kick in. We are 10 days into the month. The 2 week, I mean, is really not so bad at all. The 2 week isn't bad. Little indenture here, but the weekly's got a little VWAPage coming in through here. We might have kind of a little side angled head and shoulders. And what's important about head and shoulders? The neckline. And this is a potentially, again, it's not confirmed. We don't want to prejudge a shape, but this is a pretty common shape. We don't really have to look too far back, but that's a little scary, bear-wise. And I'm saying scary. And you know what? Hell, my father actually came over the other day. He made me some cheesesteaks. And we were talking. And he said, my son, he said, I sold my Bitcoin at 70,000 or 71,000. He sold it all. He sold it all. And normally I kind of take what he does as I counter trade my father. I counter trade my father. My own father. Counter trade my father. Hang on, give me 1 second. What's the song called? What do you think the song's called? The song is called Spurs from Lord Cyborg. Counter trade my father normally, but this one I kind of think he's maybe got something going for him. But man, we switch it up so quick, man. We're switching it up so quick, man. You know, crypto Twitter. I don't know about crypto YouTube. I see crypto Twitter. I'm not really on crypto YouTube besides my own people. You know what I'm saying? As far as crypto goes, the only people that I really watch is my own people. And boy, I saw another good point on Twitter. I think it was Default Trades who said it, but he said something like, if you have like $1 million, if you're a borderline millionaire, crypto Twitter will still make you think that you're poor. I thought that was a good quote. Maybe you are. Feelings never matter. I disagree. Feelings 100% matter. It just depends on what kind of feelings. $65,000's never gonna happen. This is a quick shake fool's weak hand. Is that right? Is that your feeling? Is that how you feel? 65,000 never gonna happen. Is that how you feel? Golly, it's only 10% away, isn't it? Not even. Your father. It's not even, we're only talking a couple percent away there, bucko. I mean, shit. If you're thinking 65, what did I tell you about 58? Your father. My brother is he's in a swing short. I'm happy for him. He shorted, and he's in a solid short right now. So I'm happy for him. This is kind of clipping, man. And you know, there are times, there's windows where it's the environment is good and easy and ripe. You know, the fruit is ripe for me. I'm talking about for me in kind of the way that I like to trade. I just feel like it's not ripe and it's risky. Man, we're on the 5-day chart here. If this rolls over, we got some time. This is time. This is your father. We're talking about a month, maybe two, about your father. You know, potentially before something, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Let me zoom out. Let me get rid of these local spider lines. Let's go back to the old spider lines here. In fact, let me just get rid of all this shit. I just want a normal fucking view of Yahada. Ooh, buddy, ooh, buddy. Man, you guys are all over the place. Is that market cipher? Yes, but there is, I don't know what cipher is. This is market cipher with an I. I don't know what market psi is. Just market cipher, not market hi. With your father. Now, if we go back in recent times and we just take a look, let's take a look here when your father came across down here. What happened with your father? What happened with your father? This one was small. This one was small. Go from the wick, that was 20. From the average, 7, 12. From the average, 18. And you know, this is kind of divergence. I mean, it's not kind of, it really is divergence. It's a little scary. We got a papa turtle, a mama turtle, a little turtle, and on the flip side, we got a baby turtle, then a bigger turtle. This is trending to the downside, folks. We are divergent. Like Mohammed bin Shahalid, divergent. And you know, man, at hang on here, fuck. Yeah, that's a little freaky, man. You know, sometimes it's out of our control. It is out of our control. Some of the people out there that I respect, have been bearish, and I mean the people that kind of stick to their guns. The few of them, I can count them on my hand, where, you know, I take their analysis seriously, and that don't flop and grope on every single movement of $300 have been bearish. Interesting. Money flow is still thick on the 5-day, on the 3-day it's weakening, on the 2D it's weakening, on the daily it's down. Man, we were hoping for this. We were hoping to bounce off the zero line in May and end of April. We kind of got a little bounce. I mean, we kind of got a little bounce, man. Are we just double topping again? The money flow's fighting. The RSIs are strong, you know, but we're kind of just schlong right here. It's just going sideways. Typically, man, when the price goes sideways and gets rejected, it dumps. You know, all we can take is what we're given. All we can play with is what we're given. As we go through time frames, they're oscillating up and down, just in between every other time frame. I guess what matters is, you know, who's the ones making the moves. It used to be the Chinese. It probably still is the Chinese, but you know, who's the one selling? This pattern is bearish. This is 100% confirmed bear fucking pattern right here. Bear pattern right here. Pattern leads to lower price action majority of the time. Strong majority of the time. How long has it been since the halving? When was the halving? There you go. Yeah, lol. Bitcoin pulls back every halving. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. Yes, it does. When was the halving? A couple months ago. How long does it do it? A couple months ago. Everything's out the window, man. Everything's out the window, man. Everything is out the window, man. People are struggling right now. I need to. I was gonna record a video today. I probably still need to because I need to raise some funds and or equipment for a music studio that is going to be in the hood in Missouri. It's going to be secured, caged, locked down, bolted down. And I need to like get some wallets. I need like I need to post some addresses in the description and do that. It's every day every day, man. Every day it's someone needs help, man. Every day. Just like we were saying last week, it's tough fucking times. Don't donate if you can't do it. But I need to fucking come up with create a couple wallet accounts, and then I'll probably just send them if we raise 50,000 in Bitcoin. I'll just send them 50,000 cash or something. I need to do that. Did commodities drop? Still over 2,000 on gold. How's GameStop? $24 on GameStop. Your father. You counter trade your father. Kind of looks like a nice little bottom here on GameStop. Kind of does. At least on the hourly. Not so much to 25. This might come up a little bit and then sputter out. That's probably what's going to happen. You can only take what you're given. You can only get what you're given. There I say Pepe down to 11, right down there. Come on, we all knew this was going right to the wick on Bitcoin on Pepe. Big drop on Pepe, big drop. Big drop on Pepe. Pepe bag hurt. Scary times. Lot of ground to make up for. We're losing a lot of ground that was made up for. Losing a lot of ground here, folks. I don't know. Ain't looking pretty. And we are just entering the dog days of your father in the summer. The dog days of your father. I should have shorted this 68.4, but I had a feeling of shorting 68.4 with your father. Missed that one too. We missed that one too. Monero. Boy, I don't even want to look at Monero. I don't even know any. I bet Monero is dying right now. Oh my God. Your father? Your father? Monero? I was wrong about that. What's going on with this? What is this? Is this, wait a second. What's going on with Monero? You should have listened to your father. You should have listened to your father. Your father. Why has Monero been pumping? Ay. Whoa. Oh, no. No. Gosh, it's only down 5%. Why does it feel like so much? Why does it feel like it's down so much? Man, these altcoins are taking a beating, man. This is a beating, man. I feel like even the short money ain't that much. It's like it's not even gone down that much. It feels like it's a lot, but it feels like it's not. Damn, Sean, $100. You know where it's going, bro. Straight to charity. Solid donation. Should I just put, okay, here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put, okay, let's see here. I know what to do. I am going to, let me, I'm gonna put a couple wallets, a Bitcoin, an ERC20 USD, and like an Ethereum in the description for the studio. And hang on here with your father. Okay. We'll do a Bitcoin. Okay, let me open up my notepad here. Hang on here. And I'm gonna do a video of just going over price action and shit probably tonight. And I'll do that too because it'll reach more people. Okay, hang on here. Let me block your father on the screen real quick. Let me block your father on the screen real quick. Okay. Bitcoin address. Bitcoin address. Okay, there's that. BTC. Okay, there's that. And we'll do a USDT ERC20 copy with your father. USDT ERC20. And I mean, does anyone even use Ethereum? Should I do an Ethereum address with your father? Ethereum. Is it the same? It is the same. That's pretty cool. I guess that is how that works after all. Your father. And we'll do okay, so is that the same? It is. Okay, so I can do ETH/USDT. And we'll do your father TRC20 and USDT TRC20. Okay. Now we gotta change. I'm editing the description here for a second. How do you spell Missouri? MISSOURI? Music studio in the hood. All equipment will be very back opportunities music studio in the hood for the kids. That's enough. That's all I gotta put. Donation addresses. Okay, in the description, and I'm gonna do a video tonight just kind of going over some basic, bullshit price action with your father. And if you are able to afford to donate, number one, any crypto. If not, it's no big deal. But number two is if you actually have musical studio equipment, and for a music studio, man, you need a lot of shit, whether it's a guitar, a piano, mixing equipment, whatever the fuck it is. If you have something that works, not something that's dusty with half the shit not working in the garage. Let me see here. I guess I would just say email shittokens@gmail.com. And then if you actually have some good shit, I'll put you in touch with the people and your father. But let me actually see here. I need to actually keep track of shit. Okay, so let's see. What do I have on this one? 14,000. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so that's there. So it should be in the description. I got videos. We already have videos on how to do the spider lines. I did one. It kind of sucks a few days ago or last week. I've you know, the video's there. I should probably make a better one, but I've done it a million times. There's multiple videos on how to do it. There's a video on the Market Cipher tutorials on how to do spider lines. It's somewhere here. Man, we should have shorted this 68,400. Had that funky feeling. We had that feeling. Yeah, boy, this weekly, the VWAP oscillation coming down, the neckline of the head and shoulders leaning down, potential head and shoulders. This is most likely going to be a head and shoulders, and head and shoulders on the momentum play out. They play out. We got a long way to go here, folks. A long drop right there. 65 is also right there. That's why I'm thinking 65. And you know, listen, in this space moves, man. These two spider lines, the price moves. Boom, boom. This is a volatile area right here. Even this one right here, even this area. These two areas are super volatile, super volatile. So, I mean, we could see some big drops. We could see some big drops. Natural gas, sure, let's take a look. Shit, boy, who done it? Who done it? You're short on natural gas. Okay, you're short it. All right, so let's see here. Let's focus in a little bit. This guy's short on natty gas. Okay, now I'm starting to see where you're short. Okay, short at that 20. Probably on a couple hourly on this little doubler top, huh? Little doubler. Let's expand. Yeah, you know, it might play a little first. I'd say you're on probably the correct side of things. Yeah, I think you're all right, bro. Little inverted VWAP momentum is clipping, but this is inverted. If it's curving on to the inside, then it'll most likely curve back down to the downside, which is why if we're bullish, we like outwardly curved VWAPs. You draw a circle. Outwardly curved goes up, inwardly curved goes down. You should be all right. Ooh, boy, so done it. Look at that. Boy, would you look at that. Damn, this thing actually just fucking wicked down, didn't it? I didn't even see it happen. Did this happen just now, your father? I didn't even see it happen with your father. I want to short it. I want to short. If you don't have this in your pattern book, this is a proven bear pattern. Proven. All time frames. Over and over again. I'd like to short it, but you know, I'm not in it right now, so it is what it is. I have to wait for the next chance. We have to wait for the next chance. For your father. I put together a little collage. I'm gonna save this collage for the video. I made a little collage of the black youth that we're gonna be making a studio. And listen, they're not just black kids. There's Mexican kids and shit too, and there's probably some white kids too. But man, in the hood in Missouri, it's mostly your father. I made a little collage. We feed the kids, man. We feed the kids. I've been secretly donating to these to this operation for a long time. This is awesome. Me and him are friends. And you know, we might not kind of believe in everything. Some things we might not see eye to eye on, but boy, the more fucked up this country is. Me and him had dinner a couple months ago. He was in my city. We had dinner. Boy, I tell you, we see eye to eye on a lot of shit now. And these are my words, not his, but man, the Black Lives Matter people at the top don't fucking help him. They don't send any money. They fucking kept the money at the top. This motherfucker is constantly out there helping his people. And I mean, he's really out there doing it all the time. And that's what you'd think, you know, when Black Lives Matter received funds, you'd think it's supposed to be going to motherfuckers doing this shit every week, every day, but they kept it all. I'm the one saying that. Not saying anyone else said that. Why Missouri? Because that's where my homie's got his operation set up. He's in New York and he just set up operation in Missouri. Anyways. Man, I knew I should have shorted that 70,000, man. I knew I should have shorted that 70,000, man. I knew I should have shorted that 70,000. Man, I tell you, it's hard. Trading is not easy. Trading is not easy because you're constantly with your father. Your father telling you what you should have done and didn't do right. Your father. You're constantly listening to your own consequences. Sure beats a 9 to 5, though. Sure beats a job with your father. Sure beats a fucking... How's Doge doing? What's going on with Nvidia? Nvidia did some split or some shit? Man, we're talking chaos. Chaos. Yeah, we'll take a look at Solana, sure. Man, I mean, we'll graze everything, but the Dixie, We're gonna be talking about the Dixie again, man. I'm so glad everyone stopped talking about the Dixie, man. I'm about tired of that shit. I get tired of your father and all these and these, what's it called? Fads. There's always a new fad in this crypto trading shit. Oh, it's the fucking whack-off simulator, the apple pie cycle, the man, it's always something. It's always something. There's always a new gimmick in town. Always a new gimmick in town. What was I say I was gonna look at? Solana. These charts just look like shit. Here we go. Here's your sign. Here's your sign. Here's your sign. You guys remember that? Here's your sign. When you get a Burger King and just fucking someone bends over to pick up a quarter, here's your sign. Make a meme coid, call it here with sign. If you're long in the double top with the Dixie, here's your sign. Show done it. Would you look at that? We might have a chance. We might have a chance. Let's look at this fucking extreme action with the tough acting on the micro time frame. Because that's really there. That's the only place where there's any action right now. Show done it. Look at that momentum, man. These little momentum waves. These are the tops, man. These momentum waves have been toppy ever since 12 hours ago. Here's your sign. Yes, sir. I'm looking to make a move. I'm thinking we let this momentum come up. I don't really know if I want... Man, this shit is dangerous right now. It's like Jason Bourne in this bitch. Yafava. This thing can't even get over 68. Damn, we're down to 68, man. So much has happened since I went to sleep. Your father. We have, look at what? Soybeans. Yeah, let's look at soy. Probably fucking, it's probably your father and pumping. Oh, what do you know? Look at that, pumping. Is it me, or is everything just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like nothing is attractive. I feel like, I don't want to offend anybody, but I feel like I'm in a state or a city where it's a very high per capita of ugly people. Kind of a nice bottom on this sugar number 11. What the fuck? Let's do this. Yeah, sugar kind of bottom. Sugar's kind of at a bottom here. Money flow typically don't get that low. It doesn't really get this low that often. We might have to look for a play on sugar. Something feels amidst. Yeah, something smells. I got that feeling. Does anyone have a feeling about your father in the markets right now? Something stinks. Something stinks. Everything stinks. Something stinks. I'm kinda liking commodities. I'm kinda liking your father with commodities. And even that may be weak. But maybe not, man. This could turn into something. God, look at that gap. What the Yeah. What did we say? 73 on oil? Again at 73 for a couple months. Little option. Execute the option. Cattle futures looks like something with your father on cattle futures. There's just, it's like there's no fruit. It's like you know, we're in the dog days of summer, man. It's like the deer out there are skinny. The game is skinny. The game is weak. There's not much meat on the bones, man. Fuck, people, are you telling me you're buying Nvidia at the top right now? You're buying with your father? Are you long on your father at the top right now? Is that the best we can do? Is that what everyone's trying to do with your father? Long on your father? What's going on with biotech? Do we got any biotech people in here? Was this COVID? Whoo, boy. Man, they took all them profits. They took all the profits. They took all the profits, man. They took it all back. They took it all back. I might be bullish on biotech, man. We got the bird flu shit that they're really trying to loom around. You know, I might be a biotech boy. I kind of like Trade a Face. If I was going to change my name, it'd be Trade a Face. I think of Trade a Face from Grease. Grease Light, remember? Yo, too, Trade a Face. Trade a Face. Let me look it up. Trade a Face. Oh my God, the tragic death of Crate a Face from Grease, Dennis Stewart. He's dead. That was Crate a Face. He died 5 months ago. Crate a Face. In Rizzo. Let brother from your father in. Let me see here. Oh, alrighty, okay. Probably gonna have to play with the volume.
Hey, how How you doing, bro?
Yo.
Yo, yo.
Hang on, let me play with the volume figure.
Thanks for letting me pop in, man, because this is my usual stream time. So if I could just go live with you, then I hit two birds with one stone. So I alerted my crew that I'm in here.
Alrighty. I told everyone you were in a short.
Yeah, man, I can go over it if you want me to, but if not, that's okay.
I don't want you to.
It was like this once a month VWAP kind of play. It's like a once a month kind of opportunity thing where it like leapfrogs back to like the previous month's average. So I just
show your screen. Do you want to do a little screen? A little screen share? Okay, let's see here.
Let me pull up like a fresh chart so I can explain it for your audience here, because my chart's it's got a lot of lines and shit on it. But let's see. So basically there's this tool that I've been using on my channel called the volume weighted average price. It's an anchored VWAP. It's like a different type of VWAP than we're used to, but it's just a drawing tool, bro. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
So you click this drawing tool here on the left toolbar, and it lets you put a volume weighted average price line like off of any candle you want. So like I could put one like at that low there, or like up at the all-time high. It gives you this like volume weighted average line. So what I noticed is typically at the start of the month, like here, I'll put one on May 1st here. You could see we had a really good May, right? Now, if we put one on April 1st, you can see that like this was the April 1st, and April was a shit month, right? So when as soon as we got May, the first thing we did was run up to April. And so I noticed with these VWAPs, there tends to be like a scripted play at the start of every month where like it just goes back to the previous month before it decides what it wants to do. So what I did is like we got the June anchor, right? So we got a fresh month of June. And so all I did was make a bet that we're going to dump from this June anchor down to the May anchor, which is like a 5.5% move. So I just entered a short as soon as we slipped below. Like I'll zoom into the smaller time frames. I entered my short right here as we were slipping below this low. And
damn.
Yeah, and so we came down, and I didn't take profits here, and like, but it was still like a high confidence short, right? Because like overall, I'm thinking we're coming down to here, right?
Yeah.
And so I held this, and I said on my stream on Friday before the weekend, like if we come up to the June anchor, like this line up here, like that would be a great short opportunity. And I was right. So we ebbed and flowed and went sideways for a couple days and shit, bored people out, came right up to that line, and this was like boom, you know what I mean? Like it just shorted right off that June anchor, like an anchor placed at the start of June. So I'm confidently shorting this down to the previous month's anchor, to the May anchor, and like I feel really good about it. Like I don't feel stressed out my trade. I remember one time you said in a video like put a piece of paper on your monitor, and like if you're not confident in a trade, then don't enter the trade, right? But this was like a trade where I'm just like super confident in this trade. So I just like I'm swing shorting. My target is 67K. I'm gonna get out a little before it hits that line, but that's where I'm at right now, man. So my short's up a couple grand, and it was a nice play, man. So that's
very nice play. Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I mean, and this drop completed the fucking bear pattern. That's just been repeating a shit ton. If you go back to like the 1 hour or the 2 hour, just like
I noticed on the daily we had this div too. Like it looks really shitty on the daily, you know. But what were we at? We're at the hour here.
Yeah, from the top, at like 72,000, the hump on the right there, and then where we're like at now, like the two little. Just the step down.
Yeah, I mean, I see MC basic strategy out the ass here. Like, it's just the waves coming down, and while the price continues up, it's the divergences. But yeah, I mean, this is a really textbook. You see the price creates a higher high, but the wave clearly fell off here on the 1 hour chart, and we hit that major monthly anchor VWAP. This is volume weighted. We're always talking about volume figures, you know? So it's
Yeah.
not just a simple moving average line, it's taking the number of shares being traded into account. So yeah, man, I've been doing this. I call it the leapfrog strategy. Let me go back and like, obviously the May thing played out really good too. This is what sold me on it, right? Like this was like a really cool play here. But let me put one on like March, and I'll show you guys like what happened when you slap one on March 1st, and as soon as April came, where did we go? We immediately went straight down to that March anchor, right? We even went below it.
Hey.
So, if you keep going back, you'll find times where it didn't play out as well, especially when the market is running like mad. Sometimes it will leave VWAPs behind. But when you're in a sideways kind of undulation, like when it's a sideways, when you're in the gulag and you're not like dumb pumping like a bunch of retards, then chances are it's gonna go back to
Range.
it's hard to find those gaps of opportunities in a market. But it makes sense that like a new month comes around, and the traders will have ran from that month's averages, and like the first thing a new month wants to do is like go back and retread a little bit before it decides what to do. So like I feel like we're gonna come down here, or like do something like this, and then we'll decide, is June going to be a super shitty month and we just continue lower, or we would get the bounce and the continuation of the trend. This would look like a double top if we get down to this point. You've got a double top looking pattern, and that could psych or mess with a lot of people mentally. You could even have like a fake out double top, bait a bunch of people to short, and then pump up or some shit. But yeah, man, these are scary markets, but the VWAPs have been helping my little YouTube. I have my little YouTube channel of it's at 2,600 followers now.
And what's the name of your YouTube?
It is Nick Cypher, but I am the flopping groper. And see, I have, look, my banner. I have the my Pepes and my Magikarp fishes, and it's kind of a hybrid channel. I've been posting my workouts every single day for my push-up challenge, and then I go live every weekday during the evenings at around this time. So yeah, man, I got my crew in here with me. So if you guys are in here, say what's up in the chat. But yeah, man, it's been fun, man. Look at all these streams.
Look at your thumbnails. Yeah, your thumbnails are looking good.
Yeah, man, we've been killing it. But yeah, that's all I had to say, man. I just wanted to show you guys that.
All right, well, I think that was good. Yeah, that's a good short that you're in. Yeah, I'm not even in a trade. I'm just kind of looking at everything and how kind of screwed the whole world is right now. I don't know, something stinks, something's in the air, like there's gonna be Russia's moving their ships to Cuba and shit. They're like right outside the United States. And I don't know, man, I don't know, but we don't gotta go down that whole rabbit hole.
When it comes to the markets, I feel like that's the biggest FUD that they have, when it comes to the markets, is we're all gonna die, you know what I mean? So whenever they start pulling out the we're all gonna die narrative, that's how it's like you are approaching that point where you want to start being greedy because everyone else is fearful. Like I remember when we were down at like 58K or some shit, like for just like a day or two, that was when we were talking about World War III, so it's like,
yeah,
you want to be greedy when everyone's freaking out, and then when everyone's freaking out, you want to be greedy. Or I don't even know if I think I mixed that up, but that's a Warren Buffett quote.
Yeah.
And if we all get nuked well, then we got bigger problems than fucking crypto trading.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you can see my screen, but this pattern right here, the two-step down has been, and it's been hella recent too. I mean, and this one goes super far back. This one goes back to the old days. But yeah, the price, it might fool around a little bit before it drops again. It might fool around, but yeah, I'm thinking, 66, 65 for sure.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Like in the short term, I haven't even really looked. It could definitely go sideways again for a while.
I
From this
think you're
point.
on the correct side of the trade. I mean, the price is showing it. You know what I'm saying? And like, man, it's just like the candles too. Just kind of during this sideways, just it looks like a dead shit coin on Binance. Where it's just like
Yeah.
blank, blank,
To
blank,
me, it's the
blank.
daily, bro. I mean, you gotta trust Market Cipher, man. The daily looks like shit. The 2-day looks like shit. The weekly is on the cusp of looking like shit.
Yeah.
You know what coin really looks like shit is Bonk. That's the shit coin I've been looking at, bro. If you go on the weekly on Bonk, it's like the ugliest chart in all of crypto, man. It's like there's a lot of bearish divergences in crypto right now on like the weekly scale, bro. It's a scary time for the markets, man.
Bonk. Yeah, Bonk looks like shit. I mean, I never liked this coin. It was always, gay. Yeah, it's kind of fallen. It's kind of fallen a lot already too, and it's probably just gonna keep going. I mean, dude, all the memes was for the retail. That's all we had. The institutions came in on Bitcoin, so it's like we're really out of the dance there. So everyone's just been dancing and shit. And there's still a long way for it to go, man. This like if things keep going, it's 100% gonna go down another 50% at least. And then golly, if we go down to that bonk at 0.00010, man, then you're talking even more. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I was looking at, first of all, Bitcoin dominance looks really strong right now. So, like, that means,
Right.
if Bitcoin's going to dump, then the alts are going to bleed, like, super hard
Hardcore.
if Bitcoin dominance is pumping and shit. Yeah, and then the total crypto market cap looks like it actually did just already dump down to its May VWAP. Total market cap just dipped down to almost 2.4 trillion.
Yep, the dog days of summer, man. The dog days of summer. Um, yeah, man. I mean, I've been seeing on Twitter, everyone's talking about their altcoins portfolios and shit. I haven't even looked, and then I looked. I'm like, damn, yeah, they are they are down pretty hard, you know.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was calling alt season, but I think
Yeah.
they called it a little early because then the alt started bleeding. So it's like that's dangerous. That's a dangerous thing to do, to call an alt season too early.
Man, and they switch. It's like they switch so hard, man. It's like, man, just a couple $100 in price action on Bitcoin. Everyone's flipping. Man, I should enter this short on Bitcoin right now. I feel like I keep missing these shorts. Let me see here. What did I want? I wanted the 5-minute to come up a little bit. It's kind of churning right there. Yeah, I mean, damn.
Man, Pepe, there was a play on Pepe that I missed. So that leapfrog strategy, like the dump from like the June anchor to the May anchor, Pepe did it in one swoop, like in like 2 hourly candles a couple days ago. And I realized, like, holy shit, man, why am I trying to short Bitcoin when I should have just shorted this Pepe and like?
Yeah, but man, these altcoins are
It
so
changed my
so dangerous, bro. Like trading altcoin, trading like meme tokens, bro. You gotta be like in tune, man. You gotta be in tune. And then the timing is tough because they fucking
I've been in tune,
they
man.
wick
I've
really
been jumping
hard.
up and down like a frog, man. I've been on that Pepe shit. I don't mind shorting Pepe. I love Pepe, but it is a shit coin. There is no community.
Like, look at these wicks,
There
bro.
is no
These
community.
Pepe wicks are. I'm just on the 8 minute, and boom, it wicks up 2%, 3%, 7%, and then wicks down. This is this.
Oh, yeah.
This will kill you, bro. It'll kill you. It'll kill you. This is fucking.
You don't need
Oh,
leverage.
this
man.
isn't even Pepe. What the fuck am I looking
You're
at?
looking at Pew.
Pew. What the fuck? I was gonna say
You
what.
looked up
This
Pepe
doesn't
Le
look
Pew.
like Pepe.
Le Pew.
This is Pepe Le Pew. Pepe Le Pew.
They need a Pepe Le Pew coin, dude. I love.
There
I
should
miss
be
that
a Pepe
cartoon,
Le
bro.
Pew. This is PayPal against the euro. Jesus.
Dude, PayPal. I've been like, PayPal's looked bullish for like a year and hasn't done anything. Let me look at that PayPal chart right now.
PYPL. Yeah, I mean,
PayPal.
it's been diverging. It's been diverging for fucking over a year. Over a year. I mean, it just kind of started seeing some
It
price
just
action.
now
PayPal,
started, yeah.
politicians have been buying PayPal. PayPal might be the.
Yep. Since Q4 of 2023, PayPal has held a nice little uptrend that you wouldn't expect in the downtrend that it was in. You could wait a little bit longer though. It's definitely stewing, man. There's something cooking there, but it's not in any hurry. But yeah, I wonder what PayPal's gonna do to become relevant again.
Yeah, okay, so I'm here on Pepe, man. Pepe is dangerous. This Pepe is moving 4, 3, 4, 5% up and down, man. I'm telling you, this shit is I mean, you just gotta short pumps or long dumps, you know what I'm saying, depending on what you're trying to do, you know. But yeah, this whole move up and then get crushed, that's an institutional trap. That's an institutional play, and that's what we've invited the devil to dance, and now it's dancing. It's using its favorite move, the two-step poo. The two-step salsa short. It goes up and then just crushes everyone.
You get tweezered. I like that term, tweezer, the tweezer top.
Yeah, like if I try to feed Chelino little wax worms, little mealworms, you grab them with the tweezer, and those little worms start wiggling, bro. Little worms, they'll be laying dormant, but man, when you touch them and move them, they start. They're fucking gross. I wonder what conscience a worm has.
I imagine, like, when I'm looking at an order book, that's like what's on the other side of these numbers, like spamming around on the chart here. It's like a bunch of worms wriggling.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm a dormant worm right now. I haven't executed any positions. I've been looking at some potential option plays, but it's not really at where I want it to be.
Well, if you're worming, don't be in a rush, man. You know what they say, the early worm gets the bird.
The early worm gets the worm. Let's look at Pulse. Man, that shit went up for one day. Ooh, man, it like lost it all. It lost it all. I remember as soon as Pulse went up like 10% that one day, everyone's like, "How does it feel that you sold the bottom?" I should go find like, that tweet and be like,
the cheaters. They were immediately shamed the cheaters and then got re-shamed. Man, what coins? Is there any coins that did good today? I've been looking at this crypto bubbles.
Monero, bro, look at the Monero chart. Look, pull up Monero.
What? XMR?
Yup.
Let me see. Wow.
It's on fire.
Yeah, Monero's old school privacy token freaking... Yeah.
I have a black belt in Jitsu. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Monero reminds me of like John McAfee, old school libertarian privacy. Reminds me of freaking 2017 crypto, man. I want to be super bullish on privacy tokens. Like, I can't wait for the point in history where, like, you actually need privacy tokens.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of all, we're like already there.
Yeah.
What happened with, what is the, look up like Monero news and see like what happened. I'm gonna look it up here. Monero
I got my VPN
news.
on, so everything's in Spanish right now.
Monero price defies gravity ahead of the BitBot token launch. This sounds like a paid fucking thing. Let's look this up though. Monero is defying gravity. What a stupid thing to say. Alright, let's see here. Upcoming Fed decision. Oh,
yeah,
God.
Bouncing off the... After jumping off a skyscraper and you bounce up 1 inch, that's not defying gravity.
Never even heard of BitBot. BitBot token sale was highly successful because of what the network is promising. According to its website, the developers are aiming to create the biggest AI-powered Telegram trading bot.
Ugh. There ain't no AI. That's some asshole typing into the chat GPT. It's not real AI.
BitBot's developers are now working on the application, which means it's a fucking scam. When the application is done and it worked, then you can fucking look at it. Not, hey, we just collected a bunch of money now, but I'm pissed I invested in these stupid AI scam tokens. What the fuck was I thinking? 50 grand down the drain. Yeah.
AI is the new scam thing. You could just use chat GPT prompts and say like, our business is fueled by AI, and like we would get everyone to invest in Market Cypher when it's just like me in my underwear scratching my balls typing in Chat GPT.
Man, I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was.
We should be publicly traded. We should be publicly traded company.
Damn, what was I gonna say? I had something good to retort. Oh yes, I remember. The best counter trading thing you can do is whatever's fucking grifting on Twitter, man. If you all of them were grifting so hard, even some I'm friends with are like, meme token, AI, and then it just all got shit on, man. It's like, God.
Yeah.
I was celebrating Pepe because I got in Pepe at 10x0 Pepe when it first came out. I'm still up like 15x on my Pepe. But like, man, you can't tell people to invest into meme coins when they've already, it's like, if it's not, what are you going to do? Double your money? Maybe if you're lucky, quadruple at this point, and that's not going to happen. Like, that's not even happening right now. Like, backlash.
And also celebrities getting into cryptos is always bad. Like, when celebrities were getting into NFTs, that was the top of the last market. And then now you got like Iggy Azalea and Bruce Jenner with their coins, and I think Andrew Tate just put out a coin. The GameStop shit. These are definitely like top signals for sure.
We're fucking desperate. Is desperation on that chart of market cycles? Is there a desperation at this point? That's what I think we're at. I think we are desperate for something.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, I think personally a Bitcoin should be worth the price of the average American household. Like, in many ways it is underrated and undervalued because there's only 21 million of them. But at the same time, there's entities with so much Bitcoin that they have to sell. They have earnings reports and clients who they got into Bitcoin at the lows. These entities saved Bitcoin at the lows, and they deserve profits. So, there's the Grayscale, for instance, has more crypto than the U.S. and Russia combined, I'm pretty sure. So it's like, if you have a near infinite supply of some shit, what if Bitcoin's not the future? You got to ask yourself that at that point. If Bitcoin isn't the future, we don't want to be stuck with all these Bitcoins, so they kind of like have to get rid of a lot of it.
Yeah, that's what happens when few entities, when three entities control the majority. That's why gold was stuck, was undulated, stuck under 2,000. There was until that entity has to liquidate itself. It's like, there's fucking nothing else. There's nothing. I don't know. I think that's why, man, 64K top forever. We're still right there. I still consider myself right. Even if I'm only 5 grand off, 64K top forever was right.
Man, I learned markets from playing World of Warcraft back in the day, bro. Like, you have some Chinese farmer who's out there, some night elf hunter who's like botting, and he farms up like thousands and thousands and thousands of that rare item everyone needs. He's got so much of that item that he will tank the price until he sells all of his supply. Like, it doesn't matter how special or rare that item is, or how important it is to you. Like, there's some Chinaman out there who's got millions of it, and he needs to sell all his shit. And so, yeah, it's like markets face supply issues.
Yeah, and you have to, and you have to be unless they're in a position like the diamonds, like where they own it all, that's a monopoly, and they can slow leak diamonds out there to artificially inflate the price. but they're doing that from a position of power. The dirty China kid isn't. He needs everything he can get, and there's 100 other Chinamen doing the same thing. So then what do? They just become a grifter. They become a grifter, and for whatever the next fucking plant you need for the health potion, whatever potion you need, is the next thing all the Chinamen go to. And that's where we're at now. It's like, it's you either are an influencer and you're paid off to just grift the next fucking shit, which is what so many of these people do, or I don't know, or you're a Chinaman.
Another thing I notice is the flows are lagging. Like, there is no real smart money. Like, when the prices start pumping, the flows start going up. And if the prices start dumping, the flows start going to zero or negative. Like, there is no, like, leading indication from those inflows and outflows. It's kind of just following what the price is doing. So they're basically just aping in or out just like we are.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, that Bitcoin monthly, man, that Bitcoin monthly, we've gone up a lot. You know, the price has been going up, you know, since February of 2023. And we're kind of at like an all-time divergent. And boy, I tell you, yeah, that monthly, you know, but shit changes so much too. It's like, oh wait, the whole story can be different 2 months from now. In 2 months, we could be bullish as fuck and just hooting and hollering on the way up. Bitcoin can be so strong; it can just seem just undefeatable. I fucking bought the 69,000 top. I bought the fucking top.
I mean, the momentum was real strong at that point. Like, it could have gone either way, you know. But yeah, that is the life of a trader, bro. You got to be adaptable. You got to learn to admit when you're wrong and pivot and change your mind.
Yeah, and just take your little wins. You know, it's like what you have to know your place in the food chain. You know, the diamond companies know their place in the food chain, and they play that game. They play the long game. But the whole Warren Buffett, Michael Saylor fucking thing, that's not the game for most people. For most people, you gotta trip over a nickel to pick up a dime and hopefully not get ran over and killed over a couple pennies. And eventually, you do.
I mean, Michael Saylor like admits that he's gonna be buying the top forever. I remember him admitting that. And yeah, when the candles are green and we're pumping, like Michael Saylor sounds really good, man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
There's points in history where being a Bitcoin evangelist is like the right thing to do. Like when we were at like the 40Ks and 50Ks, like it was clear that we're gonna go higher, and like,
yeah,
you know, at that point it's like, you know, I should be telling people at the coffee shop about Bitcoin, but yeah, I mean, when shit's all sideways and divergent and shit, I'm a little more reserved, man. I'm not as much of an evangelist as I was back in February, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just I think this weekly is the best chart right now. The VWAP oscillation yellow waves have been trending, are officially trending to the downside since November 2023. The prices diverged up. We have what's probably going to be, you know, a neckline, downward neckline, head and shoulders on the momentum. And that is going to be a strong one. We're talking probably fucking minimum 4, 5, 6 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks of, and that's the best case. And that's if we don't pull back up. If Shit could even get worse than that. Fuck, it's gonna be Armageddon face again here. I'm gonna be preaching Armageddon and end of times again.
You know, if this stuff does start playing out, there's a scenario that no one's really accounting for, and that's for like this year being a shit year or a neutral year, like the year basically ending where it started, like at those Bitcoin ETF prices, and the entire yearly candle is just like a doji that didn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then it could pump from there. But yeah, I think about things like that. Like, everybody was super bullish on this year, left translated. We're pumping it like super quick, all this shit. That's just something that people haven't been thinking about, man. Is like,
yeah, the party ends eventually. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I do see the money flow coming down on you there on the weekly.
And yeah, look at the yellow, mom, but dad, a father turtle, a mama turtle. Now it's a baby turtle, and it's getting worse to the downside. And you know, coming up, it's on the way up, man. The party was kind of going on the way up. You know what I'm saying? But then it actually, I mean, it was kind of diverging down here. It had a big one, then it changed. We got a big VWAP coming up, man. This shit fucking carried us, man. These yellow waves are powerful. The VWAP is powerful. When you have a heavy VWAP on either side, it's fucking your father. Yeah, it's coming down this weekly. It's fucking, this little head and shoulders. I'm a little worried. I don't know. I think you're on the right side. I think. And I don't know, the shit can change, but I think you're right in selling and forgelling on for at least a month. I would like to enter a solid fucking low leverage short and walk away for a good few weeks.
I mean, I'm exiting out of my trade at wait, what's the price at right now?
It's at 67,900.
Damn, we're about to hit my freaking price targets. I'm actually about to be exiting out of my short here soon if we dump a little bit lower. I'm exiting like 80% of my trade at like 67K.
Man, maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe chop it up a little bit. Chop it up a little bit. Or just take this, you know, yeah. I mean, whatever you're doing, you know, you're doing it right now. You got a good thing going, so.
Yeah, I don't plan on over trading, man. I mean, I got a lot of work that I got to do for you and MC already. And so having a strategy where it's like basically once a month at the start of each month, I look at the charts. Does it look like we need to retread back a bit to the previous month's averages? Like, then there's a high confidence play there, and then I can go back to doing my thing, man, you know? So it's like I found this little like edge for myself that I hope continues to play out. But yeah, I just don't want to like over trade and like get chopped up in this shit.
I think on that note, we're gonna call the stream. I kind of want to play some video games and just kind of relax. But dude, I was gonna do a Twitter Spaces space. I even named it and scheduled it. I scheduled it for the wrong day, and then I bailed on everyone. I was gonna do it a couple hours ago, and then I bailed. I don't know. I just couldn't fucking do it. But yeah, we'll have to host a Spaces sometimes here soon.
Yeah, that Twitter shit's interesting. Those Spaces.
Yeah, I mean, it could be fun, but then, you know, I gotta give everyone a permission to speak. You know, I don't know. It could get boring really fucking fast. Like, I know just like a Spaces can kind of just go stupid real fast. But, you know.
As long as it's not like, it doesn't seem like a high school conversation. Like, I think it's a little weird that, there's like speakers and listeners, so like people are forced to be like flies on the wall and shit. It's a little weird,
dude. But, and that's normally how it goes. Like they'll like say like there's no big Spaces. The subject is you know, the CPPI and how does debt affect your life? And so I go in there, I'm like, okay, I wonder what this guy's gonna be talking about with how debt has affected his life and his answers. And it's like, hey, Billy, hey, Johnny, hi, fucking Katie. Katie, I just want to thank you so much. You know, they let a speaker guy come up and he goes, I just want to thank you guys for all you've done. I don't need someone to come in and suck me off.
Yeah, it's either some stroking or it's a croaking, and it's a bunch of people swearing, and there is no value. It's like there's a balance here where can't people just come in and provide the value and just be chill?
Yeah, I've been on some good spaces though. There are good ones that are good ones, and so for sure. But all right, let's shut it down. Thanks for coming. Thank you, everyone. And y'all have a nice fucking day. Be careful out there. Be careful out there. Fuck, I should have shorted 68,000. I feel like I keep telling them. I keep seeing these fucking moves come up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
well,
fuck.
Why didn't you?
I don't know. I just haven't. I don't know. I just haven't.
It's all good, man. Dude, crypto's open every single day, man. Crypto shows up for us every day. Up or down, your biggest trades ever were shorts. And so who gives a shit what it's doing, man? Like, we'll wake up tomorrow and see what's happening. And I'm glad I'm a trader first. You know what I'm saying? And not like married to all this shit. I'm not a cult. The only cult I'm a part of is the Market Cipher cult.
That's right, baby. That's right. Alrighty. All right. Thanks, everyone, and